All right. So here it goes. Just to let you guys know, this is a weekly planner that I printed off of mapleplanners.com. So this is free. You don't, like I said in another video, you do not have to pay for these things. This information is out there. These templates are out there for you to be able to get. You do have to do a little searching. And even if you found channels like mine within this community, some people can tell you, hey, this is where you can go. And I'm going to most definitely tell you, mapleplanners.com. This is great because this is one of the main type of formats that a lot of the people in this community use. And so they have one for monthly, which I didn't like because it was 3 pages. So they have one for monthly. They have one for bi-weekly and one for weekly. I just chose the weekly one. This is what it looks like empty. So I just did the weekly budget planner. Okay. And as you see, all I did was wipe this out. I put monthly and I put the month and the year over there. That's all I did. And so, okay. And so when we look at my monthly budget planner, and I am going to say this. So the first, just real quick, the first thing that y'all saw, I was going to write down all my stuff. I'll do this properly next month. But this month, I was like, whatever. A lot of my stuff is on auto debit, so auto deposit, auto withdrawal, that it's like, I'm not going to worry about it as far as when to pay stuff. I'm going to work on that part next month. This is kind of like trying to lose weight, changing your diet and stuff. You should do things at a modest pace that is good for you so that you'll stick to it. And right now, I think just putting myself on a budget is going to be the best thing to do. All right, let me just start with the budget and I'll worry about filling stuff out later. Okay, so here we go. This is my monthly budget. As y'all know, in this block up here, you just put your income. And then like your income sources. And so the only sources I have is I have the house account, I have my work, and then I also have a bonus that I get each month. Okay. And then the next spot is going to be your expenses. Some places they call this bills. And so your bills are like your reoccurring monthly things that usually do not change. And so, like, for me, I'm responsible for the mortgage. I have my student loan, my life insurance. I have a credit card that I'm paying on that has it's a zero interest, 18-month type of deal. And so I'm just going to use someone else's money for 18 months and pay on it religiously. So that's what I decided to do there. My cell phone bill. And then, like, one of the ones that I am going to be using probably a little ways down the line, I don't know, I haven't decided yet because I did purchase it, so I should probably use it. It has a separate section for subscriptions, but I just put my subscriptions on here. Okay, so as you see, I just have YouTube, Apple storage. I moved up north and I could not understand why car washes were open during the wintertime. Well, guess what? I do now. So guess what I have? I have a car wash and detail subscription that I get at least 2 car washes a month, and I get my car cleaned out on the inside twice a month as well. Okay. And then my Kindle Unlimited. So I don't have a lot of subscriptions that I pay for. There are ones that, if you're new to my channel, I am married. So my husband pays for, I do the mortgage and my stuff and certain other things. And then he just pays for some of the other smaller things. I don't have a car payment, so you'll see that there's no car payment on here. And so I don't pay the insurance for our car. That is what my husband pays every 6 months. And then I don't, as you'll see down here in cash envelopes, I don't do groceries. Because my husband just didn't want to budget for groceries. He felt that was stupid. So he's like, I'm not budgeting for groceries. Anyway, so pretty much what goes out for expenses is this amount here, the $4,700. Okay. So I saw that and I saw this and I was like, okay, well, all right, I'm doing good. Okay. That's not a lot, right? So then I come down here to my cash envelopes. my envelopes, and I went over that in a prior video in regards to my binders and my savings challenge books. And so I have my boys, they get an allowance, and these are for, once again, remember, the month. And so this is their monthly allowance. This is the younger one. This is the older one. We get our house cleaned monthly, so that's for house cleaning. And this is household stuff, just household things that we need. $75. I coupon, so sometimes, well, not sometimes, a lot of times we have a lot of this stuff. This is something that I'm more than likely going to continue to roll over into in this on a monthly basis if I don't use it all. Mainly because, like I said, I coupon, so when I find a good deal, I'll go out and I get it in bulk. All right, nutrition coach. Oh man. So when I actually did this whole thing, you see that it's scratched out because I did this whole thing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to look at some stuff. So the nutrition coach currently, it's on there because I've already paid for 3 months. And that 3 months is going to end in January of 2024. And I'm just going to have to decide, is this something I'm going to keep? So it just really depends on what my budget looks like next month. Anywho, and so I online workout. Usually I use YouTube. I find stuff on YouTube. I make my own, what do you call that? My own little workouts and stuff like that. However, because I had a lot going on, we had a lot going on a couple of months ago, and I got off sync of doing daily workouts, I decided to go back to Thick Chick Fitness. I really like her. Because to me, it's just moving. As long as you get the movement, you're fine. So I like her low impact workouts, and they're $25 a month. So it allows me to get up. I get up in the morning, do my exercise, and then I head on out and do whatever I have to do. So that's what that's for. That I'm most definitely going to keep. But this nutrition coach, I don't know. We'll see, because that's actually $399 a month. So we'll see. Anyway, so then gas and tolls. Yes, y'all. I spend that much in gas. I work a little ways away from where I live. So I, the drive there, drive back, doing that. Heck, guys, just 4 times a week. It's expensive. I spend about $90 a week on gas, and then I also hit the tolls as well. Personal care. I really am not extravagant with this at all. I don't wear makeup or any of that stuff, but I do have a slight facial routine that I'm inconsistently consistent with. And so once again, I coupon, so I usually get that when there are sales and things going on at Walgreens, mainly so I can like double dip into things, triple up on what do you call that, Walgreens points and stuff like that, because I use those points. And I actually, like, for example, I went to Las Vegas this year for a vacation, and I had 200 Walgreens points. And so on the strip there are several Walgreens, and I just go and I stay in I don't stay in a hotel, I'll stay in like a condo. And so I just get the food from Walgreens, and it's just cheaper. So I eat my meals there. I may eat one meal out a day. Sometimes I don't, but those Walgreens points really come in handy. So that's another reason why I coupon, because I get all that good stuff. But anywho, so personal care is just, feminine products, things like that. $55 for miscellaneous, because I have to, like I said, after I looked at this, wow. Anyway, so $55 for miscellaneous. I just threw that in there. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. It just depends on what's going on. This is another thing that I might still roll over, because once again, I'm having to curtail my spending, and I did not realize how much I was spending until I did this budget. Spending, that's $200. That's for a month. That is for a month, guys. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to do it, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh my God, bless my heart. Whew. $200. Y'all, I'm spending like, when I work, on the days that I work, I spend about $18 a day on stupid stuff. I will take food and I will still go get food, or because I work late, and not even work late. Maybe I may be tired and I'm hungry. I didn't get to eat lunch or something. So I don't, instead of heating up what I brought and possibly just taking at least 20 minutes to sit after work and eat, I will keep it in my lunch bag, go over to the grocery store or I'll go to the gas station, and I am literally spending like $18, guys. $18 on getting stuff. And so I work 4 days a week. So you do the math. Well, really, actually, I spend about $15 because I'm also buying coffee. And this is not Starbucks coffee. I don't like Starbucks. The coffee tastes like dirt, actually burnt dirt. But gas station coffee I'll get. And this particular gas station is because they grind beans, and I love ground beans. Well, they have bean grinders. And so I'm spending like $2, $3, about $2 a day on coffee. So, that stuff adds up. So think about it, $2 a day, that's 7 days a week. That's $14, right? But 14 times 4, okay? So now you're really getting up there and you're like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about, Tara. Yeah. Yeah, just for some coffee. And so then also, like I said, I work 4 days a week. So I'm spending $60 a week after work eating, and I have food at home. It takes me about an hour to get home, but it doesn't matter. So then you multiply that 60 by 4. So once again, you're like, yeah. And then on top of that, I'm just getting other little knick-knack stuff. So no, I was like, no. You only get $200. You need to figure this out. And as of me making this video, y'all, I already blew $73 of this money. So I gotta be tight, y'all. I gotta be tight. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Whew. It's gonna be a rough month for me. But it's good things. Good thing, y'all. All good things. All good things. Got pay down debt. Pay down debt. All right. So then food bank, and then also pets. 200 is a little much for pets, but since this is my first time doing a budget, I just don't know. I'll adjust it as I go because that's usually what you have to do anyway. You usually have to adjust your budget as you go. So I'll just adjust it as I go. All right. So then that all is $15.40. So I'm like, okay, I'm still not doing bad. When you look at all that, I'm still not doing bad. All right. We got a little, what was that? $200. Okay, we're good. Well, then we come over here to my debt. So this is where I was putting it. This is where I was just going ham on life. So this month I'm paying off my credit card. I normally do pay it off monthly. It just depends kind of like what's going on. We had an emergency, so I ended up having to put some things on my credit card. But that emergency, let's just say that wasn't necessarily all the bulk of what it was. This is the emergency got paid off. Okay, so this is what was left. And I don't like carrying a balance on my card. And if I do, no more than like 2 months. And also, I really don't like carrying a balance into the new year. I don't know, just roll with it. I'm crazy like that. Anyway, so I said I need to pay my card off. All right, so then I was like, oh, I'm getting close to, this amount here. My total income is this for the month. And I'm like, woo, I'm getting up there now. So one of the things that I have are the sinking funds. And I love this for this part. Like I explained in another video, I don't have a lot of sinking funds, okay? I wrote them all down because I want to get in the habit of writing them down. And I do want to get in the habit of eventually putting some money in these. However, I can't always, and just know this, guys, you can't always put something in these. I know for a fact that these low priority ones are probably not going to get touched until mid-year sometime. I did say for my travel and entertainment, I'm probably going to roll some certain things in there. I might challenge myself, off to the side to spend less somewhere and then roll the money into the travel and entertainment binder, but we'll see. So this month I also said I do want to start paying some debt off or saving for that debt payoff. And so I put 1,000 there. Okay. And I was like, okay, well, I have to get into, once again, the habit of making sure I put money in here to pay off. So that's what I decided. I was going to do 1,000. I was like, oh, whew, Lord. So what I did was I took all of that Actually, that's a lie. So I put down, I was gonna put some savings in my kids' account too. Just $250 a month is what I plan on putting in there, okay? Because I need to get back to putting some money in their account and saving, so when they graduate, they have something at least from me. The college is already paid for. However, this is just like some extra money for them to have when they graduate. Well, I had wrote that down, and then once I got here to the budget planner part, I took all these numbers and wrote it in, and I was like, oh. It's supposed to be a zero balance budget. A zero balance budget means, hey, you got your income and it goes somewhere. It goes everywhere, okay? And so, and this is zero. What I thought I was going to save, I had this whole idea in my mind, oh, I'm going to be saving a lot each month. This is not going to be hard paying off this debt. I was like, whoa, yes, it is. Because I be messing up here. And I be messing up somewhere along here. I just be messing up. So I was like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're not going to give any money to the boys this month because I'm really going to start at the first of the year getting into a lot of this. So we're not going to give the boys any savings this month. I am going to do a savings challenge because once again, my goal is to aggressively pay off some debt. So I'm going to do put this much into a savings challenge. And that's how we're going to kind of roll for this month. And seeing that my daughter treated me to a drag brunch today, and it didn't include the food and you had to buy your own stuff, I'm failing so far with the spending cash. Oh, by the way, for the pets, I didn't explain this, but we have 2 cats. And if you have cats, you got to buy the litter, you're buying food. We have to have them on wet food now because the one that my poor little stepdaughter conned me into getting, she didn't, but I fell for it. He has digestive issues, and so he can't have dry food. Otherwise, we're cleaning up all the time. So we had to put them both on wet food, which I guess it'll benefit my older one because she's fat. Either way, so I did all that to zero back to here. So this is what we have, guys. So yeah, this is my budget for the month of December. I'm hoping it looks a little better next month. And I want to explain some things for you guys. The yellow highlight, except for this one, I messed up right there, okay, on the food bank. That's coming out of my money. The yellow highlight are the things that are covered by the house account. And so there's a house account we have that my husband replenishes monthly. And so my student loan is paid through there. The kids' allowance, like the house cleaning, this is an auto debit. These two, the student loan and the house cleaning, they're auto debits, okay, guys? And so I won't be stuffing that money at all because they just come out. Or auto credits. I can't remember how it goes with the bank. I think it's a credit and a debit is deposit. But anyway, yeah, I haven't had to think about that for a while, guys. Anyway, so those 2 things stay in. That leaves me with cash on hand of $11.65 a month, okay? So what that means is like, oh, $11.65, that's a good amount. It is, but guys, I realized I was actually spending way more than that on a monthly basis, as you see. And that was on stuff. It wasn't on categories and things to do. So I was like, oh my God. But I'm very disappointed in myself. Man, I'm very disappointed in myself. I did not realize I was being that tacky for the past 3 years, I think 3 to 4 years. Actually, I know it's been the last year, most definitely. But anyway, so the highlighted stuff are the things that are paid out through the house account. So this leaves me with that's it. Other than groceries, like I said, groceries are something I cannot budget for, and I don't need that many groceries. So, so because I don't need that many groceries, $1,165 is all I have for the month, and I have to, split it between these other categories. And so, we'll see, because I don't want to look at it as, and that's like I said, that's what the yellow's for. But we'll see how it goes, because I don't want to look at it as, hey, I got this money, I can spend it. That's not what it is. The goal is to save. The goal is to curtail my spending. And I don't want to look at it as, hey, I have this money, I can spend this how I want. I want to look at it as, okay, this money is actually this is actually out for a specific reason. You know, this stuff here is actually, I have to buy household goods with this. You know, I have to get my personal care items with this. So that's kind of like what I want to make sure is that I'm spending it on the things that I said that it's supposed to be spent on. So we'll see how it goes. This first month is going to be a doozy for me. And that's the thing about writing all this down and visually seeing it. You actually get to see where your money is going and how to better utilize your money and put it in the proper places where it really is supposed to go and not overspend. So I'm very appreciative that I did this budget. I am disappointed in myself. I'm already failing. So it's only uphill from here, guys. All right, so that's it for this, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna get off here and cry just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, guys. I'm gonna cry just a little bit. All right, I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Y'all have a good one.